Cancer, hi, welcome to your reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Cancer. Cross watchers, you are most certainly welcome here. If you are interested in a Cancer, please try to remember that this is for the collective. It is a general reading, so all readings will not resonate with every single Cancer out there. So please check your other placements and other Cancer readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest for somebody else, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit specifically in your situation, okay? Cancer, we are still in mid-swing of Mercury retrograde, okay? And that is going on until the 11th of April. So don't try to force things right now if it can wait, okay? Miscommunication, arguments, misunderstandings, all those kinds of things can be an issue at the moment, okay? So, all of that said, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. It helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. All right, Cancer, let's get into this and see. This is not a love reading specifically. If it does come up, we will discuss. Okay, two more. This is for Cancer. I don't know if that was one or two, but we will deal with it. All right, for Cancer. Overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles here. Virgo energy, okay? So this is stability. This is long-term here. Whatever it is that's going on is very long-term here, okay? All right. The Four of Wands, Aries energy. The Ace of Swords, okay? Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The Tower, fire energy. The planet Mars here. The Three of Swords, Libra energy. The King of Cups represents the air signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. The Sun, Leo energy. Judgment, okay. Fire energy represented by the planet Pluto here. And then the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy here. Okay, so look, you are defending something that has ended here, something that is need to be closed off, something that has been very heavy, something that was abandoned here, okay? You felt abandoned by the situation here. So you are being very defensive about what is going on. Something ended here because it was too heavy and you felt abandoned by the situation. When you needed help, when you were struggling with something, somebody wasn't there to pick up the pieces to help you put things back together the way that they were supposed to be here. So you're very defensive about it. Okie dokie. All right. So like I said, the overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles here. So this is everything, stability, family, long-term. You were in it to win it, whatever this was, okay? But by the bottom of the deck, it's showing that some things have kind of fallen apart here. Okay. There was a higher commitment here. It could have been a higher commitment with a twin flame. Could have just been a marriage that maybe fell through, okay? But it wasn't what you thought here, okay? So it's showing something different on the surface, but the deeper you dig down, it's showing something completely different here, okay? There could be open communication coming in here. with that Ace of Swords, reconciliation here, new ideas on how to fix new problems, because old solutions are not going to fix new anything, okay? You have had mental clarity, which is now enabling you to be able to open up and speak freely about your truth and what it is. And if you want this connection or whatever this is for you specifically that has fallen apart here. There has been a breakthrough in your thought process. Like I said, there's whole new ideas coming in, new things that you want to try. And you really want to start being communicative about it. You want to start talking about it, okay? And there's new conflicts that are coming in here. It's the swords. What do you want? And it kind of caused a big shakeup here for you. It caused a shock here that you weren't expecting with this communication, with this conversation, with this possible reconciliation for some of you. It caused a sudden change. It shook the foundation here. It upheaved a lot of stuff that you thought. It upheaved your grounded stature, okay? And it just felt like disaster, like luck, unlucky. Things weren't going your way, and they probably haven't been for a hot minute here. But there's things that need to be released. You need to allow this Tower moment to come in, even though it's going to cause you heartache here. And it's probably going to bring forth some of the betrayals that you've felt, some of the backstabbing that you've kind of felt, some of the heartache that you've been carrying for so long with you and not addressing it, that you just keep pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down. Like I said, there could be divorce here or a breakup, something that was long-term that just kind of went, okay? But there is love for a situation here. Somebody that is around you, this could be you yourself, that is really emotionally balanced here and can deal with the good and the bad emotions, the happiness and the sad, okay? And you're being compassionate towards others that are maybe going through the same kind of thing. There is love for whatever this is. This could be you just having unconditional love for somebody that is going through something, whether it's with you or somebody else. But there is love for a situation here, maybe not be spoken on, because that King of Cups is a very strong silent type, okay? They feel the emotion, but they don't really speak on the emotion because they might be a little uncomfortable with letting those feelings out here. But there is purity here and positivity. And that is what comes in with this King of Swords and the Sun right here. It is positive reinforcement. It is happiness. It is pure. It is happy. It is contentment. The Sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck, and it's showing up right next to the King of Cups. So there could be new love coming in, okay? But there are things that you need to purge and release so that you can have a rebirth of self, not a connection, just you. Release the things that are no longer serving you. Don't let them continue to hold you down. A new phase is about to start here with this Judgment card. Allowing things to just go, be free. You can't take up no more space in my head because you're doing it in, kind of thing. I forgive you. Well, bye. Okay, kind of thing. I don't want to deal with this. It's been going on for too long and it's stressing me out. Okay. And you're going to release it and then you're going to move away from it. You're not going to continue to stay in the position of conflict. You want to move yourself into calmer waters. You want to deal with things on a more calm, understanding level. And you're transitioning into change here. So something that is moving you forward, you are transitioning into something better, brighter, more happier, more grounded, more loving than what you've maybe dealt with in the past here. You are moving on from a situation here. Cheers to that. I still don't know if I like this one or not. Kind of don't, kind of do. All right. More for Cancer, please, for clarification. It is Dr. Pepper Cherry. Okay, clarify the Ten of Pentacles and the overall, please. Yeah. Seven of Wands here on that Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're standing in defense of it. You don't want to lose anything, but you don't want to make a decision either with that Two of Wands in reverse here. Look, at the end of the day, okay, when something falls apart, okay, and you've been in a long-term relationship, share family with people, etc., etc., it's difficult, okay? Certain stability, certain security, certain whatever the case is, okay? When you've been in a long-term anything, marriage, relationship, situationship, it doesn't matter. We're adults here. Y'all know what it means, okay? Long-term. When that long-term breaks down, it's difficult to figure it out. Oh my God, another one. I'm gonna let you deal with that. Anyway, it's difficult when things break down, okay? It's not the end of the world. Lots of people break up, lots of people get divorced, lots of people move the fuck onto better things. Okay, relationships just don't break down for no reason. If you're not putting in the work, you're not putting in the time, you know. But there's something that you are, you are very defensive about, and you're not making a decision. You don't know what it is that you kind of want to do here, which is understandable. Three of Cups. Yeah, you look. Cancer, you want things to be the way that they were in the past with this situation, and it's not going to be that way. The happiness, the friendship, the love, all of it is not. There was a shift here. Things changed, and you couldn't get on board with that change. So you kind of, or they couldn't get on board with the change. Like I said, I'm going to reiterate again for you. Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So use the discretion in your specific situation. If it's you, put it there. If it's them, put it with them, okay? Somebody wasn't getting on board with what it is, and the other person has just decided to say, okay, I'm walking. I can't deal with it. Clarify the Four of Wands. Yeah, the Hangman. There's a pause on whatever this connection was. There was a pause on this commitment. There was a pause on whatever it was that was going on. You paused it. You didn't want to deal with it. You didn't want to waste any more time on it, or they didn't. So right now, it is standing as probably for a lot of you that it has been paused, and there probably hasn't been much communication, but that communication is going to change. Listen to your reader, okay? If you are the one that is seeking this communication, wait until after Mercury retrograde. If you try to have this serious conversation with this person about this situation, baby, it is going to blow up in your face and it is not going to be received well. Leave it. Think about it. Think about what you want to say so that you're coming always from a position of love and light, okay? And accountability and respect and all those things. Wait, okay? Don't do anything yet because it is going to blow up in your face. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Still trying to find the balance, still trying to juggle what is going on. Really having a hard time, with time, like being productive with your time, number one, and number two, having too much on your plate that you can't even, like I said, that's why I said, wait to have the conversation because you have too much going on. And with retrograde going on right now, you done paused the situation. So if you don't pause the situation and you got other things going on that you're kind of putting into motion here, and again, it is about this moving yourself away from the situation. So continue setting the things up for you to do that you need to do to move away from the situation. Then after retrograde, talk to them. Like, the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you are dealing with a soul connection here. And it just didn't play out the way that it was supposed to. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not a soulmate anymore. It just means that what they were doing in your life has probably been completed. What lessons, what needed to be done here, probably dealt with. So this is why you're having a hard time making this decision, because you are in a long-term commitment with a soul connection. You will have many soul connections throughout your life. You will not have many twin flames because you only have one. But you can have many soulmate connections with people. Okay, so if you're feeling like you're never going to find that kind of love again and whoop, 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 whoop. No, it's not like that. Each soulmate offers a different lesson, if you will, a different method of how they do things. And it's all stuff that we've signed up for. So, but yeah, things got shockingly painful here. Clarify the Tower. Two of Swords, confusion, okay? A painful decision needs to be made here on this Tower, this shocking change, this shakeup, this challenge, this upheaval, okay? This decision making has probably been on the horizon for a very long time. And you didn't want to make that decision because it was going to be painful. But look, you got the Three of Swords there anyway, so it caused pain either way. You weren't allowing yourself to see the bigger picture here. And there are obstacles and challenges that kind of dictated your life here. Things that you should have cut out that you didn't, that kept getting in the way. Anything else on that one? The Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. So yeah, like there was decisions that need to be made that caused arguments and conflicts and unhappiness and just out and out shitty behavior here. Okay. And then it pushes you into that Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Again, another pause. Like, again, that goes with the indecisiveness of making decisions here. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That, again, stability, your material world. You are now seeing that it is time that you get extremely comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? Getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that you don't want to do, new things, being creative, having a passion about something, really moving yourself forward here. You say, no, I don't want to be uncomfortable here. So that heartache and that pain is never going to heal itself because you're trying to sit and seclude yourself and not get up and move. King of Wands, or King of Cups, my bad, Spirit. Yeah, the Fool. New love, okay? Wanting to take a risk on something new here. Being a little naive to things here. Not really getting the wisdom that you need to do it because you've completed things, okay? You've maybe closed some doors out here. So you're starting your journey all over again with that, pure innocence, okay, of wanting to take risks of something new. But just make sure that you don't end up turning into the literal fool here. Do not let anyone use your lack of knowledge or wisdom about a situation to make you make a crazy leap here. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to take a risk. You want to do these things, okay? You want a new connection, but you're going to be slow about it. You're taking your time. Why? Because you're holding on to the past here. You're holding on to something that is no longer serving you, okay? Clarify the Sun. Page of Wands. So there's messages that are coming in that are making you very happy about what it is that you're trying to have go on. You are no longer afraid of, what you can't see, what you don't understand. Okay, things have been illuminated. You are starting to get more pieces to your puzzle that are fitting together. So you are not so much in fear of the unknown anymore. The anxiety is kind of slipped away here. Perfect. I love that for you. Clarify Judgment. Four of Cups. It's time to purge and release those disappointments, that sadness, those missed opportunities, whatever it is that you have holding you back. It is time to let that shit go. It ain't serving a purpose. You're holding on to it just to be holding on to it. Oh my God, these people. Does it say in the status that that's what it is? Holy Jesus Christ. And that's why you're moving away from certain things. Cancer. You would think adults would know what that would mean, but I digress. So you are trying to move away from this. Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, completion, the world. You are moving away from the situation that is no longer serving you because you've closed out the cycle. There is completion that has been had here, and there is that new coming in with that closing of the world. Like I said, you're starting all over again. You completed some things, and those things have allowed you to start something again. Okay? We'll get a possible outcome for this reading here for you, Cancer. The Four of Wands again. The Two of Wands. And that didn't flip, so I don't take it. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, this new love that you want to have come in, it is most certainly going to come in. Okay. And it could, like I said, you had a soul connection with someone that was attached up to you earlier. That I do understand has come to some sort of ending. Okay. There's a twin flame coming in for you here. It might not be right now because on that King of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So look for it within the next 6 months to a year. Pentacles grow very small. Okay, they're from the earth. So, but there's a twin flame connection coming in. Okay, and there's going to be a decision again on the path that you're on. Happiness or not. Happiness or holding on to the past. What are you going to do? Because you got somebody waiting for you who is willing to breathe you while I, breathing you, breathing me kind of thing. Okay, so there is that connection that is coming in, and there is love that is coming in. You just got to make the decision to have it. You have to let go of the past pain and hurt and the breakup and the whatever. Yes, okay, you had a long-term commitment with somebody. It clearly didn't withstand the test of time. That's okay. Certain things happen. Don't take it personal. It's just kind of what it is. Something better is on its way towards you. You did what you needed to do. You closed out cycles. You're moving yourself away. All right, Cancer. That is what I have for you, my darlings. I hope this helps somebody. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next Cancer reading.